Ladies and gents, you know it's with the cleanup gang, and I don't miss nothing at all. So we got good news for all the real boxing fans, right? The LDBC and the aerosexuals are going extinct. And y'all probably wonder, what you talking about, Tokyo Shit Sports TV? What you mean they going extinct? Let's take it back to Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, right? The LDBC was making a whole lot of fucking accusations, and I fell victim to it too. Yeah, if y'all go back to my channel, y'all see I was being a strong advocate of Deontay Wilder. The only reason I was being a strong advocate of Deontay Wilder is because Tyson Fury got caught cheating more than one times. If y'all go on YouTube, y'all can see a fucking fight where the ref stopped the fight and they was checking his gloves. You feel me? Because he had a hole in his gloves or a rip in his gloves, and he looked mad suspect. He got caught for banned substances before. You feel me? So he's a known cheater. You feel me? When you're a known cheater, it's hard for people to fucking believe you. You feel me? And then on top of it, he wasn't knocking nobody out, and he just started knocking everybody out. You feel me? He started knocking everybody out. After he beat Vladimir Klitschko, he got caught for banned substances. So it's hard for me to believe that Tyson Fury was actually like that nigga that was out here just knocking niggas out. You feel me? But the LDBC, they took that shit fucking far, right? They took that shit fucking far. They took that shit far for what reason? Because Deontay Wilder went in there and he lost, right? That shit hurt me when he lost because I really wanted him to win. But he motherfucking lost. But you seen how these niggas got humbled, right? They got humbled and they became irrelevant for a minute, right? And what made them relevant again is Errol Spence Jr. You feel me? So the LDBC, they're a bunch of groupies, right? They just found a different dick to ride, You feel me? And y'all gotta understand this, bro. Wilder did something, right? He did something. He had like 9 defenses, and Wilder was winning. He was out here beating motherfucking ass, right? So Wilder was actually doing his thing. You feel me? So when Wilder lost, they tried to jump on Errol Spence Jr. dick, right? But it was hard. It was very hard for them to be an advocate of Errol Spence Jr. Even though they tried their motherfucking best, because Errol Spence Jr. spent 10 years, right, in boxing, and he only had 3 belts to show. You feel me? So they brought up this resume shit, right? They brought up this resume shit, and they like, oh, look at the guys that Errol Spence Jr. fight. And the guys that Errol Spence Jr. fight is probably more known than the guy that Turnbull Crawford fight. But if you look at when Errol Spence Jr. fought those guys, they was not on top of their game. But this is what the LDBC don't tell y'all, right? They try to make it look like, oh, Sean Porter was the same Sean Porter that had fought Kell Brook, right? They try to make it look like Danny Garcia is still at 140, right? They try to look like Mikey Garcia was a welterweight, right? They talk about all the Errol Spence Jr. Opponents like they're the shit. Ugas that lost 4 times before he faced Errol Spence Jr., right? Try to make it look like Ugas was the shit. So they tried to do this shit just so they could become relevant again. None of the shit that they say, they believe. Fanon talk about Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Bell Crawford resume is trash, but he called Terrence Bell Crawford pound for pound when it comes to Canelo. When he's arguing against Canelo Alvarez, he calls Terrence Bell Crawford the pound for pound fighter. If his resume is trash and he fight bums, how the fuck is he the pound for pound fighter? Y'all gotta ask yourself that. All the niggas that dick cry these channels, ask yourself that. Just sit down and just ask yourself that. Fanon calls Terrence Bell Crawford resume trash, but when it's against a Caucasian or a Mexican, he says that Terrence Bell Crawford is pound for pound number 1. How the fuck is his resume trash and he fight bums, right? And he duck everybody, but he's pound for pound number 1. But when it comes to Errol Spence Jr., right? He says Terrence Bell Crawford resume is trash. But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Bell Crawford is pound for pound number 1. Y'all gotta pay fucking attention to these motherfuckers. These niggas are fucking snakes, and they would put anything in the air just to keep their channel going. So when I say they're going extinct, Terrence Bell Crawford is gonna get in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. And he is gonna whoop Errol Spence Jr. ass. Like, he's gonna fuck him up. So when Terrence Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence Jr., right? Who else they got to run to? Because y'all remember I told y'all that Errol Spence Jr. only had 3 belts, bro. He's a 2 weight division fighter, and he only has 3 belts to show for it, right? He spent like a year or a couple months. I don't know how long he spent at 154, but he had 8 fights at 154 and didn't accomplish shit and moved down, bro. And now getting his 3rd belt after 10 years. You feel me? So it's very hard for them to protect Errol Spence Jr., especially when all the legends are asked who do they favor, who's the better fighter, and all of them say Terrence Bud Crawford, right? So now when Terrence Bud Crawford wiped the floor with Errol Spence Jr., they got to jump to Little Tank. Little Tank, right? Little Tank. That's why they advocate and they try to push Tank. Y'all don't realize that, bro? Look at how the LDBC talk about Tank. They talk about Tank like Tank is the nigga. Tank is the man. And Tank is motherfucking 27 years of age, bro. And he only held 1 belt. 27. 1 belt. Tank was the same nigga that said, yo, Mayweather setting me up because he letting me fight Lomachenko when I'm not ready to. Tank is the same nigga that said that. And this is the nigga that they're advocating for. Do you know why? Because Tank is part of the PBC umbrella. He's the next chosen one after Errol Spence Jr. That's why they're building him up so much, because they know what's going to happen with Errol Spence Jr., bro. They know he's going to lose, bro. That's why it took so long. But now the fans is requesting it and they're putting pressure. So now they're forced to make that fight. They're forced to make that fight because they're being pressured to make that fight. Everybody's being impatient. Niggas saying they gonna start boycotting fights. They not about to watch fights and shit like that. So they being pressured to put on that fight. They don't want to make that fight. They would rather make Canelo Alvarez versus friggin' Errol Spence Jr. than Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. Do you know why? Because if you fight Canelo Alvarez, everybody expect you to lose. So if you put on a decent performance, you probably gonna gain more fans because you put on a decent performance. And then you get to hold all the belts still. So they rather put Errol Spence Jr. in there with Canelo. That's not gonna do nothing for his resume and his career, because it's not like Canelo Alvarez is undefeated. He suffered defeat before. Canelo Alvarez lost. He lost the friggin' Triple G, in my opinion, more than 1 times. He lost to Mayweather. He lost to Lara. You feel me? I don't care what nobody want to say. Y'all go back and watch that fight. So Canelo Alvarez, he not one of them niggas that you get big credit for beating Canelo Alvarez no more. You will get big credit and the utmost credit and respect if you beat Terrence Bud Crawford. He's a 3-weight division champion, bro. He's been undisputed. He won Ring Magazine, Fighter of the Year, Fight of the Year. He done won it all in boxing, bro. That's who we need to be focused on. But they don't want to be focused on that, right? They want to be focused on Canelo motherfucking Alvarez, right? So when Terrence Bud Crawford whoop Errol Spence Jr. ass and get him out the picture, they're going to jump to Gervonta Tank Davis' dick. And Gervonta Tank Davis hasn't done nothing in boxing. So they're just going to look fucking crazy. And a lot of people are going to sit here and ask this question: why hasn't the Gervonta Tank Davis fight Devin Haney? So it's just going to be the same fucking shit. Like with Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., it's going to be the same shit with Gervonta Tank Davis and motherfucking Devin Haney. It's going to be the same shit. They're going to keep saying, oh, Tank sells more. Tank been knocking niggas out. He sells more. That's the only thing they can fucking say. He sells more, bro. Because if you look at their resume and you look at their accomplishments, Devin Haney's well more accomplished than Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. Well more accomplished than him. He's well more accomplished than Gervonta Tank Davis. You feel me? So this is what these guys do, right? They go against the grain. They go against what they know deep down in their heart, that Devin Haney's the better fighter. He's a more accomplished. But just because Tank got a little bit more following than Devin Haney, you feel me? They're going to dick ride Tank because it's all about views, bro. It's all about views. But the fact that Tank literally is 27 years of age, bro, you can't dick ride that nigga for too long, bro. You can't dick ride that nigga for too long. So they're going extinct. The LDBC are slowly going extinct. And I'm seeing it happening right in front of my fucking eyes, bro. Wilder faced defeat. You feel me? Errol Spence Jr. about to get his ass whooped. And it's a matter of time. The 27-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis that they comparing to 22, 23-year-old fucking Shakur Stevenson and fucking Teofimo Lopez. You feel me? These niggas ain't entered their prime yet. They ain't entered their prime. Gervonta Tank Davis been in his prime for damn near fucking 2 years, and he has not faced a high level of opponents to sit here and display none of his so-called skills, right? He has not faced no top opponents that you could be like, yo, all right. No, he hasn't had that fight yet. He had that opportunity to fight Lomachenko, and he turned that shit fucking down when he was like 22. You feel me? He turned that shit down. But fucking Devin Haney is going to Australia and fighting Camboso and fucking whipping that nigga ass and becoming undisputed. You feel me? He don't get no respect for that. You know what they call Devin Haney on the Ego channel? And then the Fanon channel? He's pillow fisted and he's not excited. Right? But when the Mexicans, right, come at black fighters like that and talk about black fighters like that, they get fucking mad, bro. They get mad. But they will suck the PBC dick so hard because of Floyd Money Mayweather. This is what this all come down to, bro. They think that all of these niggas, right, are living through Mayweather. All of these niggas. Wilder, they talk about the Errol Spence Jr. and the Mayweather story so fucking much. And they talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. Because they want all these niggas to live through Floyd Money Mayweather. Like it's a mental fucking illness, bro. It's a mental. These niggas got mental problems, bro. You feel me? They don't look at the boxers and be like, all right, they're their own man. They look at the boxers like these niggas are the next Floyd Money Mayweather. They're fucking weird. They try to make it look like Errol Spence Jr. is Floyd Money Mayweather, talking about Errol Spence Jr. as the A side. A side for what? Errol Spence Jr. is guaranteed $1.5 million. Go look it up. He's guaranteed $1.5 million. Turnbull Crawford is guaranteed $6 million every fucking fight. You feel me? But y'all niggas call him the A side. If he's the A side, then he should be getting paid 20 million. You feel me? 30 million. And Turnbull Crawford should get at least 50 or 20 million. You feel me? At least. But he's not no fucking A side, bro. He ain't no A-side. Feel me? This is all shit that these niggas created just to keep their channel going. But like I said, when Bud beat the fuck out of Errol Spence Jr., it's going to be hard for y'all niggas to dick ride a 27-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis that ain't accomplished nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. You feel me? So y'all can keep nut riding. It's not going to be no more nut to ride. And then y'all niggas going to jump to Jaron Bruce Ennis. I'm telling y'all, bro, these niggas are weird. And guess what? Jaron Bruce Ennis is in his prime. He's in his prime. It's not going to be too much dick for y'all niggas to ride, bro. You watch how the LDBC, they talk about Errol Spence Jr. They talk about ticket sales, bro. They talk about ticket sales. They talk about Errol Spence Jr.'s ticket sales. When you ask the legends who they have winning that fight, they don't be like, well, Errol Spence Jr. fought the tougher opponent and he put more ass in the seat, so he's gonna win that fight. They don't say dumb shit like that because it does not matter, bro. And these are the niggas that y'all listen to. Y'all listen to niggas that talk about ticket sales, bro. Ticket sales. And lie and talk about, oh, these guys got Errol Spence Jr. fought the tougher opponent. How? Turnbull Crawford done fought the two best niggas on Errol Spence Jr. fucking resume. And that's Sean Porter and that's fucking Kell Brook. There's nobody better than Sean Porter and Kell Brook on Errol Spence Jr.'s resume. And you seen what Turnbull Crawford did to them niggas, bro. Errol Spence Jr. fought Kell Brook when Kell Brook was what? Coming down from 160 after getting knocked out by Triple G, bro. Knocked out by Triple G. You feel me? Errol Spence Jr. done already fought Sean Porter when Sean Porter lost twice. You feel me? So how you gonna say that Sean Porter was washed up, but don't say that Sean Porter was washed up when he fought Errol Spence Jr.? You're gonna say he was washed up when he fought Bud, but not washed up when he fought Errol Spence Jr., right? I don't get this shit. This shit don't make no sense. You feel me? But like I said, bro, they're going extinct. The fans are going extinct. All the little dumb shit that they be talking about, the LDBC created for the fans to run with that narrative, and the legends sit here and put all of that shit to rest because all of them think that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to beat Errol Spence Jr. Like I said, them thinking that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to win, that doesn't mean that he's going to win. But them picking Terrence Bud Crawford over Errol Spence Jr. is to show you what they think when it comes to talent, and they believe that Terrence Bud Crawford is just more talented than Errol Spence Jr. Everybody knows that. Everybody that watch boxing actually knows that. They know that. You feel me? They know that. But they gonna keep riding dick till they don't got no more dick to ride. You feel me? Gervonta Tank Davis, he ain't one of them niggas that they can keep advocating for. He's 27. He ain't never accomplished shit. You feel me? Jerron Boots Ennis, he don't have the star power. So let's see where they gonna get their views from. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this video if y'all enjoy this content. And I'm out.